From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the third overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Pacheco. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Once more, it's Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold, short throw complete to Gronkowski.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
To throw is Darnold. Got a man right side, it's McKinnon. And he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their lap, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Wiggles free. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Pacheco. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Here's Pacheco. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A give right side for Pacheco. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Pacheco once again. Pushing through the contact. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Pacheco. Runs through the contact. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Here's Darnold. And he loses the football a second time. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit.
Well, time is of the essence. We breezed through halftime, and we are ready for the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Chiefs offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco getting set for this next possession. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 2. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Pacheco headed right. Muscles him off. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. 147 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars offense and Sam Darnold headed back out there. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game. And I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Darnold. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane.
And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Montana. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on second and long. Montana. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Davante Adams, 66 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The tight end in motion right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Now Darnold. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. On the return, Hester. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Down the left sideline.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Darnold.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane.
And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Darnold from the gun. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.